It's the fourth time we're going to meet Cambridge this season. I suppose from that you know what to expect from them.
Yeah, but we've probably played the 3 games in quick succession early on in the season, and obviously not played each other for a couple of months now. So I think both teams have probably changed a slightly different dynamic, changed personnel, possibly changed formations. So as much as we've played them 3 times already this season, I think it might be slightly different this weekend. But on the back of a positive Christmas and New Year period, we go into it with a little bit of confidence behind us.
They go on the back of a little bit of a poor run of form, but like they showed earlier this season, they were a very good side when they beat us.
Exactly that. They've got good players, good manager. So it's always going to be difficult. We know if we're not right on our game like we were that first encounter, they'll punish us. They've got players capable of doing that. So we've got to be really strong in our mindset and our approach to the game. We generally have started games pretty well at the park. The Walsall game probably the exception within that, but we did come back off the back of the 3-0 deficit. So it's a game where, like I say, the mindset has to be right. We've got to keep our game simple to start with. The weather is again brutal today. I don't think it's a particularly good forecast the next 24, 48 hours. So the pitch will play a part. Obviously, whatever Cambridge do will play a part. But we've got to back ourselves that if we're at our best, we'll give ourselves a chance.
It's forecast rain as well.
Always is, isn't it?
Yeah. In talking about starting games at home very well, we've only lost 1 at home this season. Is that a key to why we've done so well at home?
Combination. You always want to start on the front foot. You always want to start in a positive way. Get the fans behind you. Feel good about yourself. But it's the way we play. We try and start well away from home. It's our mindset approaching any game, regardless of whether it's at home or away. So the fact that we have generally started well is a real learning curve in terms of what we need to keep on doing. The process is simple, but also we've had warnings in there in terms of the Walsall game, which I spoke about. So we know what we need to do to play well. Whether it's as easy as that come Saturday at 3 o'clock is a different story. But like I say, on the back of a positive last month or so, we're looking forward to the game.
Yeah, because obviously opposition play a part in the way they...
Opposition, yeah. Bit of luck every now and then, a referee decision. Everything plays its part. Every game is different in terms of circumstances. One thing for sure is that the environment should stay the same in terms of our home crowd, our home form, getting behind the team, and hopefully they'll see a team fully committed.
Lewis Ward missed out in the warm-up of the last game. What's the injury update on him?
Well, he's had an X-ray, which positive. That was all clear. So we're waiting to see or hear the feedback from the specialist in regards to the injury. We hope it was a bang on a screw which holds a plate in the bone. Like I say, it remains to be seen how long Lewis will be out for. But he's come round a little bit this week in terms of a bit of a healing time. And look, he was still within the 12-week margin we gave for his recovery. So he was bitterly disappointed because he was due to start the game against Ipswich, and then to come off in the warm-up is almost quite dramatic. But we said it was a no-risk moment for him, and that was important. And Johnny's been in fine form. So look, we're desperate for Lewis to come back and affect this team. But he can only do that when he's fully fit.
We've got the Premier League Cup match this evening. A lot of young players in that. Is there any, in terms of first team players involved in that tonight, and how much are you looking forward to that game?
It's generally quite a young team, but some of those young players are first team players. Hopefully, from a first team point of view, Lee Holmes will get a short period on the pitch tonight, put him in contention. Maybe not for this weekend, but for certainly the forthcoming fixtures. But like I said, those young players, they keep putting themselves forward. It'd be a hell of a test tonight, and obviously it's been changed in terms of the venue from Havant to Bognor. So it's important people go to the right ground to start with. But our young players always display themselves well, and an excellent value for this football club. So hopefully they'll put in another performance tonight. Joe Randall's not gone back out on loan, so he'll be with us this weekend. And the ones who have gone back out on loan have a little bit more trust from myself.
Yeah, because some of those loans have been extended to the rest of the season, which just shows the benefit the clubs are giving them in terms of game time and how they're improving.
Absolutely. And as important the game was at home against Ipswich, they've got to go and ply the trade on a Saturday. And that, like I said after the game, about how important it is to try and win games on a weekend, and the importance of 3 points, and every now and then getting a rollicking off the manager and getting praise off the manager, and putting yourself in a competitive environment. And that's why we believe in the loan system. You know, it benefits ourselves, but also probably benefits a few non-league clubs in the area. It keeps relationships pretty tight. But most importantly, it benefits the players in terms of their development. The worst thing a player can do is train all week and then not play on a weekend, regardless of age, even more so with young players. So that's vitally important and something we'll continue to do.
And that's also why Gary Warren's gone out on loan to get some.
Yeah, Gaz is a simple one. Look, he's had a frustrating first half of the season. Played in a training game here for 40 minutes or so, got another half a game against Ipswich. I thought he was excellent against Ipswich alongside in the middle of two young centre-halves. He's gone to get 4 competitive games at Torquay, as simple as that, and we need him to be at the top of his game, and hopefully he'll come back in a month's time ready to do that.